Carrie here. So this week's episode follows on from last week's where I was talking about having an honesty meeting with yourself, and if you missed it you can catch it again on the blog at femaleentrepreneurassociation.com. So last week I was talking about having an honesty meeting with yourself, sitting down once a month to look over what's going wrong and why it's going wrong so that you can move past it and start to make the progress you want to be making. And I've realised by having these honesty meetings with myself, that there are three major things which stop me from making progress. Three things which stall me, which make me procrastinate and stop me. And they are this. First one is lack of commitment. The second one is lack of knowledge, not having a clue what I'm supposed to be doing. And the third one is fear, being scared about what might happen if I do it, the fact that people might not like it, that it might go wrong. And I found that these three things stop so many people from achieving their goals. They are the reasons behind why so many people stall and procrastinate and don't make the progress that they want to make. So I want to share my strategies and the things that really help me to deal with this and to overcome it so I can move past it and move forward. So this is kind of like the follow-up meeting to the honesty meeting, where you actually take action, you figure out what you really need to do to overcome it all once you've established what the problems really are. So the first thing that I do, once I've had my honesty meeting with myself and written out all the things that are going wrong, all the things which I feel I'm holding myself back on, and I then go through it all and I look at the commitment issue. Now, I never really realised how significant commitment really was. In fact, it just never really entered my head that it could be a reason why I was stalling. I used to just think that if I was stalling it was because I just didn't have a clue what to do, or the fact that I was just really scared about making it happen. And then when I look back, there have been times where not only have I not had a clue what to do, I've been petrified of actually doing it, but somehow I managed to do it anyway. And like, I look back and think of times where I've had events, or when I did the magazine. When I launched the magazine, I had no clue what I was doing. I had no idea how to put a magazine together, and I was terrified about launching it because I was thinking, what if people don't like this? What if people think it's rubbish? What if it just goes horribly wrong? But I managed to do it anyway, and I think the reason that I managed to do it was because I was 100% committed to making it happen. I knew with every bone in my body that I was going to do whatever it took to make that happen, and I think it was that commitment which helped drive me through the unknown, drive me through the fear and make it a reality. So now I realise how much of a big deal commitment is. I look through, whenever I've done an honesty meeting, I look through at everything and I ask myself, am I committed to doing this? Am I fully 100%, my absolute heart and soul committed to this? Or is the reason that I am resisting because deep down I don't really want to make this happen? Or maybe it's that I do really want to make it happen, but there's a lack of clarity. I'm not entirely sure what I'm trying to do, and therefore I feel like I can't really commit to it because I don't really know the full picture. So an amazing question that I ask myself, which really helps me with this topic, is this. If I had a magic wand and I could miraculously make this come true right now, would I make it happen? Would I make this my reality right now? And for me, that question really, really helps me. It helps me to figure out whether or not I actually want to make that thing happen, whether it's something that I'm really committed to, fired up about and excited to make happen, or whether I'm just like, yeah, it would be nice, but not sure. And I know that when it's like one of those situations where I'm like, not 100% there, I'm not really feeling it, I know I can just put it to one side and just stop wasting my time and energy thinking about it, because I'm not going to do anything with it, because I'm not committed to making it happen. But for the things where I establish that I am committed to them, I am really committed and I really, really do want to make it happen, I then set a deadline for making it happen. I set that deadline and then I tell other people about that deadline so that it makes me feel more accountable for it. So I might post something out on Facebook and share it with other people that I've got something big coming up that's going to be launched on that day. And I tell other people. It doesn't matter whether you just tell your family or your friends about it, but for me it personally helps when I tell other people about it, because then I feel more accountable to that deadline. And by doing that, you're taking a step to really make it a commitment, because you're saying to yourself, I am committed to this and I'm going to make this happen by that date. And I find that that is a massive step towards really fully committing to something 100% and making it happen. So the next thing that I do once I've gone over the commitment stuff is I look at all the things that are stopping me because I don't have a clue how to do them. I find that not knowing what to do is such a major problem sometimes, especially I think so many of us try and do everything ourselves, and I get so hung up trying to do things, and then when I do the honesty meeting I sit down and I realise the reason I've not been able to do this, this and this is because truthfully I didn't have a clue how to do it, and I was trying so hard, I was stressing myself out so much trying to do it all myself, thinking I had to know all the answers. And I was wasting so much time and energy thinking that and being in that frame of mind thinking that I had to do it all when really I didn't have a clue. So have a look through the list that you made in your honesty meeting of all the things that aren't really going right, all the things you feel are holding you back, and look at the areas where you feel that you're being held back because you don't really have a clue what to do. So maybe it's that you want to launch a new product but you're not 100% sure what the right offering is and you don't know how to come up with the right package. Maybe it's that you don't know what to charge for something and that's stopping you. Or maybe it's that you know you need to get on Facebook and build your Facebook page but you just don't have a clue how to do it and it hurts your head to even think about how you're going to do it. So look at those issues and then next to each one of them write one thing that you can do today to take action to get closer towards making it happen, to making progress on it. Because even if you don't know the answer, someone somewhere does. And you need to go and find those people and get them to help you. So next to all those things, figure out who can help you, who could you reach out to that could really help you move through this and make progress with it. Or what skills do you need to learn? Who could teach you those skills? Where could you go to learn those skills to develop the knowledge that you need in order to make progress with this, to move past this block, this issue? So write it all down and put at least one action step to take next to each thing that's stopping you from making it happen. So once you've done that, the last step to look at is fear. So look back over what you wrote down in your honesty meeting and identify the fears that you have, the fears that are holding you back and stopping you. And I have found that the best and the quickest way to get over a fear is just to get on and do it, to just feel the fear and just do it anyway. I think we spend so much time dithering, worrying, feeling all these fears and doubts and focusing our energy on them, when really what we need to do is just go for it, just make it happen. You know, everyone feels fear when we're doing something new, something big, something where we want to achieve something amazing. There's going to be an element of fear. Those doubts, is this going to work out? Are people going to like this? Am I doing the right thing? I think we all have those, but the thing is, instead of resisting it, which stops you and makes you feel even worse, you just have to lean into it and go for it and just go with the flow and make it happen. And I remember once watching an amazing video by Les Brown, and he said, imagine that you're lying on your deathbed, and surrounding you are the ghosts of your ideas, of the dreams, of the talents and of the abilities and all the amazing things that are within you. But for some reason you chose not to do anything with them. You never pursued the dream. You never turned that idea into an amazing successful reality. You never wrote that book. You never launched that program you wanted. You never created that product that you wanted to do. You never used your talents. And all of these ghosts are stood around you and they are looking at you and they are so angry with you and they're saying, we came to you, we chose you, and only you could have given us life, and now we have to die with you. And he said, the question is, if you died today, what ideas, what dreams, what talents and abilities would die with you? And I remember when I watched that video, I was just blown away. It made me realise that I didn't want to die with any dreams or ideas inside of me. I wanted to make them happen, and it changed my frame of mind, it changed my perception and made me realise that no fear is going to stand in my way. No fear is going to stop me from getting out there and at least trying to make amazing things happen. And so I think that you need to go out there and take whatever inspiration you can from wherever you can, whether it is from YouTube or maybe it's just a person that you've met that just really inspires you. Wherever it is, open your eyes up to receiving inspiration that fires you up and that puts that feeling inside of you that makes you think, I am going to make this happen. I am not going to let any fear stand in my way of my dreams. I am going to do it. So those 3 things really help me. They really help me to stop stalling and to really overcome my procrastination and to make progress and to get on and do the things that I want to do so I can achieve amazing things. And I really hope they help you too. Please leave me a comment and let me know what you think, and I'll see you next time.